Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Szpakowo, Poland. As promised, we are continuing in the same day and we are continuing with doing the first row of tedding. Now I wish I've done that before, but hey, I didn't, so now I have to do the rush tedding job. It's probably gonna take 2 passes, which is not too bad, but it's gonna take probably well into the night until we are fully done with this grass job. It's working, it's throwing the grass around. Now I don't think we're gonna go straight into hay, so I'm gonna have to do at least 2 passes. And I should probably wait about an hour in between the passes because it's really worth nothing if we go over the grass as soon as we tedded it. Gotta have some time to actually dry. Alright. So let's do the whole grassland and then we'll see how well we're doing. I can already see the change in texture, but I don't know if this is actually gonna make hay from the first pass. Because if you remember, we were at around 13% when we mowed the lawn. And we need to get it down to 7 or under. Man, I love the maneuverability of this tractor. It's really awesome. There should be a bit over here, and our first pass done. Hey, would you look at that? We actually did it! In one pass. Did everything change? But it looks like it has. It's just under 7%. Beautiful. Okay, well, this makes my job a lot easier for today. So let's get into the tractor and go attach the windrower. Well, amazing! Sometimes things even go well for me. Who would have thought? But in any case, we still gotta do all the windrowing, all the baling, and taking the bales away before the morning comes. Otherwise, we're just gonna have some soggy bales that are gonna rot away in a second, and that's not something we are looking for. All those piglets living their best life. Just slightly touch the pillar. Yeah, so I've just been thinking that we actually have all the equipment we need for the farm at the moment. What that means is if I don't buy any more pieces of equipment, we can do all the work we are supposed to do, and we are basically self-sufficient as far as equipment goes. But yeah, I would chalk that as a success, actually. Let's set the windrower up. And we're gonna be dumping to the left side, as usual. Yeah, the windrow looks pretty solid, pretty full. So yeah, next year we're gonna be doing mowing in 2 fields, which is very exciting. We're gonna have 2 types of hay. One's gonna be the regular hay from this field, and the other one's gonna be the what's it called? The alfalfa hay, or better known as ancient grass. So alfalfa, I think, is a very old strain of grass, and it's very good for the cattle. It has a lot of nutrients. Yeah, I wonder if we'll get more than 2 bales. Probably not. Might even happen that we only get 1 and a bit. Okay, let's fold everything back up. But yeah, look at this. Beautiful. What a windrow. It's a bit thick on the end, but I hope I can actually fit it in the baler. Yeah, we're gonna have to take it slow. Looks like we're gonna have a gorgeous evening today. Oh man, I would love to sit by the pond and just watch the sun go down, watch the shadows get longer. Okay, I'm a daydreaming. So yeah, anybody watching, please do tell me in the comments, do you take time in a beautiful sunset to simply just be there and enjoy the views, or you possibly can't stand that? Doing nothing. There was a comedian way back then, well, probably more than 10 years ago, and he talked about how women's brain work, so everything is interconnected, and how man's brain works. And the men, we have a box for each topic, but there is a favorite box, and every man knows it. And it's the box of nothing. That's our favorite box. Man, I found that so funny because it's so true. At least for me, I can say that. Nothing special needs to be happening, and this is why a lot of men can enjoy certain things like fishing, for example, where you basically do nothing for a very long time. It's just you, the waves, maybe not even that if there's a calm lake, but you get the gist. We are enjoying our favorite box. And the thing is, women usually can't understand our nothing box, and they think something's wrong, or we're just brain dead. We're actually not. We're enjoying our favorite pastime activity. Again, I'm speaking for myself, but you probably can connect if you're a man. So yeah, do let me know. I might be completely mistaken. Way too fast. We go slower. Something like this, yeah. We've progressed quite far, I think. If you think about it, we started with an extremely old tractor. It was a Zeta like this, but it was older. It was more powerful, that's true. But otherwise it was that tractor. Everything was broken, we had to fix them all up. And now look at us, baling with the big baler. Right, well there I hope that we get 2.5 bales. There I hope. I have to go and collect that, I think. Look at this evening. Wow, gorgeous. Alright, well, it's gonna be more than 2 bales, that's for sure. Let me make a photo of this. Yeah, the sun really went down rapidly in the last few minutes. And the moon is already up. I'll try to show you. So yeah. Late night bailing. Late evening, technically. So yeah, do let me know when you... because I think everybody has a different time when evening starts. I mean, when evening ends and night starts. For me, it's about 8 p.m. something like that. What's for you that threshold that divides evening from night? When do you say it's okay? It's nighttime. I shouldn't bother anyone at home anymore. All right. Well. It's not exactly 2.5, it's 2 and almost a third of a bale. But I think it's still pretty good. We haven't seen much of the night work here in this series, I think. We usually tend to do everything before night falls. Let's unload this partial bale straight to the cows. Not gonna do much, but let them have it. Whoop. Okay, and they should take it straight away. As they have. Awesome. Time to put this tractor to sleep. It is gonna need refueling fairly soon, so I mustn't forget about that. Well, on the other hand, we do have our fields very close to the farm and the fuel tanker, so it shouldn't be an issue. Now I gotta try and remember where I left the bale spike. should be on the other side of this tractor, and it is. Beautiful. So now I'm technically thinking, our cows have fairly little food to go on, I think around 2,000 liters. So do we dump these two bales straight into their trough and let them have it for the rest of the year, and we can add a bit, one more bale, let's say later on during the winter. I don't know, they seem to be going through food much quicker than I anticipated, which might be a problem. Oh, look at that, the stars are shining. No, I missed some. Oh well, too late. I really can't bother going back for it now. Beautiful. Do I give it another photo up? I think I just might. I'll have a lot of photos to remind me of things when I'm old and I'm looking back on how we actually made this thing work. Okay, so this altogether is 9,000 liters. So if we give it to the cows, it should bring us to around 11,000, which should keep them happy for quite some time, I think. So yeah, let's give it to them straight away. There's no use in storing it since they are so low that I would have to bring it over anyway. Yeah, I know. Angry ladies. Here you go. Beautiful. Good night and goodbye. But not for you. Not for you. Not just yet. Shortly. Shortly though. Since it's still 23 degrees outside, it's very warm actually for early October. I do want to share an evening with you, a nice little walk through a night farm, because we rarely take time to do that, and I think this episode is the perfect time to actually go through. Now, I do acknowledge that it's probably very difficult to see. Take this away. Like this. Yeah, beautiful. All nice and clean, and we can drive by it without the risk of damaging anything. I forgot to check what's the contents. So we got 7,200 liters of corn. We got 2,485 liters of sunflowers. And we got 6,265 liters of wheat. So 3 bins are full and 1 is going to be reserved for the oat harvest next year. And now when everything is said and done, I'm gonna turn off the HUD so you have more immersion. We're gonna have a stroll through our beautiful, beautiful place. Start from the beginning. Not that beginning. Yeah, look at that. The moon is shining. Oh man, this is so romantic. Let's see how this place looks at night. Beautiful. Can you imagine yourself like laying here and just looking at the beautiful flowers, if you can still see them, and just looking at the moon and the beautiful open sky with stars. I think you can also see the Milky Way. I might be mistaken though. And the woodpecker is packing the wood. So this nice little sitting area here. Then you can go down to your hut, just following the path of lights. Feels like the cows are also settling down. There's no more moving. Every little pen, every little thing is lit up. I think it looks extremely nice. The sheep and goats are still active. Relentless, I think. And the horses enjoying the moonlight. And then we go down, and there's another lit pen. This time is a pigsty. Yeah, the pigs are still active mostly. Oh, nice. Okay, so now we can return and sit by the pond. I think it's gonna do us very well. Flock of birds flying. Yeah, it really might be the Milky Way. I'm gonna try and settle the recording so you can see better. Can you see it? Going to from the bottom right up to the left top corner. Wow, amazing. Well, everybody, this is gonna be it for this episode. I know it was a bit different, but I really wanted to take in the last nice part of the year, probably. And I wanted to take you on a journey with me so you can enjoy it with myself or by myself or whatever. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun, and join me next time where we continue this adventure. Take care and goodbye.